Hey everyone! Breaking news that could change your financial future. Congress has just given the green light to massive new Social Security payments worth up to $2,000 plus an additional $5,250. If you're wondering whether you qualify and when you might see this money, you're in the right place. But before we dive deep into these life-changing details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on crucial updates about your benefits and financial opportunities. In today's video, we're going to uncover everything you need to know about these newly approved Social Security payments that could put thousands of extra dollars in your pocket. The recent congressional approval has created a buzz across the nation, and for good reason. Many Americans are asking, could I be eligible? When will I receive my payment? How can I make sure I don't miss out on this opportunity? Let's start with the big news that's got everyone talking: the $2,800 payment. This substantial boost to Social Security benefits comes as a response to the rising cost of living and increasing inflation rates that have been putting pressure on millions of Americans, especially our seniors and disabled citizens. But here's what makes this even more interesting: it's not just a one-time payment. The structure of this approval means that eligible recipients could see this amount distributed across multiple payments, ensuring sustained financial support throughout the year. Now, you might be wondering about the eligibility criteria for these new payments. The good news is that Congress has worked to make these benefits accessible to a broader range of Americans than previous relief measures. To qualify for the $2,800 payment, you need to meet certain criteria. First and foremost, you must be a current Social Security recipient or meet specific income thresholds. For individuals, the annual income limit has been set at $75,000, while married couples filing jointly can earn up to $150,000 and still qualify. But don't worry if you're slightly above these thresholds, there's a gradual phase-out system in place. But wait, there's more. Let's talk about that additional $5,250 payment that's causing even more excitement. This supplemental amount is specifically designed to address the unique challenges faced by certain categories of Social Security recipients. You might be asking yourself, why such a specific amount? Well, this figure was carefully calculated to provide meaningful support while remaining fiscally responsible within the broader federal budget. The $5,250 supplemental payment has its own set of eligibility requirements. To qualify for this additional amount, recipients must meet at least one of the following criteria: be aged 65 or older, have qualifying disabilities, be a surviving spouse of a deceased Social Security recipient, or have dependent children under certain circumstances. It's important to note that this payment is meant to provide extra support to those who need it most, so the qualification criteria are more stringent than for the $2,800 payment. Now, let's address one of the most common questions we're receiving: when can you expect to see these payments? The rollout schedule is designed to be systematic and efficient. The distribution of the $2,800 payments will begin in the first quarter of the next fiscal year, with the first wave of payments scheduled to start reaching eligible recipients within the next few months. The Social Security Administration will be using the same payment methods they currently use for regular benefits, either direct deposit or physical checks, depending on your existing payment preferences. As for the $5,250 supplemental payment, the distribution timeline is slightly different. These payments will be rolled out in phases, starting with those who have the most immediate need. The Social Security Administration will be sending out notices to eligible recipients with their specific payment dates. It's crucial to keep an eye on your mail and email for any communications from the SSA regarding these payments. But here's something you absolutely need to know: taking action might be required on your part to ensure you receive these payments. While many eligible recipients will automatically receive their payments based on their existing Social Security records, some may need to verify their information or submit additional documentation. The Social Security Administration will be setting up a dedicated portal on their website where you can check your eligibility status and update any necessary information. Let's talk about how these payments might affect other benefits you're receiving. One of the most common concerns we're hearing is whether these new payments will impact existing Social Security benefits or other government assistance programs. The good news is that Congress has structured these payments in a way that they won't count as income for means-tested federal benefits programs. This means receiving these payments won't affect your eligibility for programs like SNAP, Medicaid, or housing assistance. Another important aspect to consider is the tax implications of these payments. Many viewers have been asking whether these payments will be taxable. According to the legislation, these payments are being treated similarly to previous stimulus payments, which means they won't be considered taxable income at the federal level. However, it's always wise to consult with a tax professional about your specific situation, as state tax treatments may vary. For those who are wondering about the application process, the Social Security Administration is working to make it as streamlined as possible. Most eligible recipients won't need to take any action if their information is already up to date in the SSA's system. However, if you've moved recently or changed banks, you'll want to make sure your contact and payment information is current to avoid any delays in receiving your payments. Here's something crucial that many people might overlook: these payments are part of a broader package of Social Security reforms and improvements. The legislation includes provisions for future cost of living adjustments and measures to strengthen the long-term sustainability of the Social Security program. This means that while these immediate payments are significant, the long-term implications for Social Security recipients are even more important. We're also seeing questions about whether these payments will become a regular feature of Social Security benefits. While these specific amounts are currently approved as one-time payments, the legislation includes provisions for reviewing and potentially implementing similar support measures in the future, depending on economic conditions and the needs of Social Security recipients. For those who are concerned about the application deadline, it's important to note that there will be a window of opportunity to claim these payments. However, you don't want to wait too long. The Social Security Administration will be setting specific deadlines for verification and claims, and missing these deadlines could mean missing out on these substantial payments altogether. Let's address another common question: what if you're currently applying for Social Security benefits or planning to apply soon? The good news is that new Social Security recipients who become eligible during the payment distribution period may also qualify for these payments. However, the timing and amount of your payments might be adjusted based on when you begin receiving Social Security benefits. For those who are currently receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, or Supplemental Security Income, SSI, you're probably wondering how these new payments will affect your benefits. The legislation has been designed to be inclusive of these programs, meaning that many SSDI and SSI recipients will be eligible for both the $2,800 and $5,250 payments, subject to meeting other eligibility criteria. Here's something important to keep in mind: the Social Security Administration will be implementing additional security measures to prevent fraud and ensure that these payments reach their intended recipients. This means you should be extra vigilant about potential scams. Remember, the SSA will never call you asking for personal information or payment to receive these benefits. If you receive any suspicious communications, report them immediately. One aspect that's particularly noteworthy is how these payments will be distributed to those who receive benefits on behalf of someone else, such as representative payees. The Social Security Administration has established specific guidelines for these situations to ensure that the funds are properly managed and used for the benefit of the intended recipient. For international recipients of Social Security benefits, there are some additional considerations. If you're a U.S. citizen receiving Social Security benefits while living abroad, you may still be eligible for these payments. However, certain restrictions may apply based on your country of residence and other factors. The SSA will be providing specific guidance for international beneficiaries. As we near the end of this detailed explanation, let's recap the key points about these newly approved payments. The $2,800 and $5,250 payments represent a significant boost for Social Security recipients, but eligibility and timing vary. The key is to stay informed and ensure your information is up to date with the Social Security Administration. Remember, these payments are designed to provide meaningful support during challenging economic times, but they're just one part of a broader strategy to support Social Security recipients. It's important to stay informed about all the benefits and support programs available to you. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that staying informed about these benefits is crucial. That's why I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. We'll be providing regular updates as more information becomes available about these payments, including specific distribution dates, any changes to eligibility requirements, and important deadlines you need to know about. Thank you for watching this comprehensive guide to the newly approved Social Security payments. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from this information. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below. We'll be monitoring them closely and may address them in future videos. Stay tuned for more updates on these important developments in Social Security benefits and other financial news that affects you.